Hey guys, my name is Zaya and I'm currently in Houston, Texas. In this vlog, I'll share with you my impressions of Houston and its nearby town or city. I don't know what it really is, but it's called the Woodlands. I wouldn't say that this is a first impressions vlog because I've been to Houston before, three times in fact, back in 2015 to 2016.
Yeah, I know, right?
Some folks passed by and I got really shy vlogging, so I'll continue. My first impression is that they have really wide roads here, especially in the highways. And I can say that because I can compare the roads with the roads in the Philippines. Although we do have kind of wide roads in SLEX and NLEX, but the roads here don't compare. And they have skyways connecting roads and places that I don't see back in the Philippines. So I find Houston really high end when it comes to that aspect. And I guess it's no surprise with the US being a first world country. So I like taking joyrides along the roads, although it takes really long to get from one place to another place. Houston being, a huge city, and there. So that's my first impression. My second impression is that everything is huge in Texas, and that is quite right, especially when it comes to food. Like they're serving here for one person supposedly, would like feed a family of three. So like one time we ordered burger, fries, bowl of chili and drinks that cost me specifically $10.90 or 99 cents from Chili's, which by the way is I think cheaper than the price of Chili's back in the Philippines. So going back to the size of the meal, I just ate the half the chili, the bowl of chili, half the fries, and a cut of the burger, like a sixth of the burger. And when it comes to the drinks, they can give you refills of the drinks, and you can even take out the drinks like full. The container is full, all for $10.90 or 99 cents. So that meal, I had it for lunch, and I still had it for dinner, and I still have something left over the next day. So it's just one example of how I feel or I see that they serve meals in big quantity here in Texas. So that's the second one. The third one is that I think people are nice here in Texas. They greet you, and it's not something new to me because as I said before, I've been to Texas, and when I walked in the downtown area of Texas, like people in corporate suits going to or from work, they would greet and say, "Hey, how are you? Hi, good morning, how are you?" And then I'd stop because I would try to answer, but they really are not into it. Like they just randomly say, "Hi, how are you?" They don't really need or they don't really expect a response for that, but it makes you feel nice to be asked or to be greeted. And one time as well, I was walking back home from a trip to the park, and I was so tired, and I sat by the road, and a couple passed by and asked me if I'm okay, and yeah, I said I'm okay, but they took time to ask me and to talk to me. So far, I feel like people in Texas are really nice people. The next one is that there are so many nice parks here in Texas. Like every neighborhood, every community would have at least one park, and this is just one of those parks. And this is in Pearland, and behind me is that a lake? I'm not sure if it's a man-made lake or what, but it extends from over there to there, and there's a good sunset. I'm not sure if it's gonna be shown on the vlog though. Over there is a fountain. Behind me are nice pine trees. I'm not really sure what kind of trees these are, and the grass here, they're well maintained. So it's probably because I'm also in a nice neighborhood, but so far I've seen that there are really a number of parks, many parks, whether in like posh neighborhoods or just in random places here in Texas. The next one is that this is not an impression, this is a fact. Um, they have long days during summer, and it's summertime here in Texas. And I really like that you have more time to do things, but essentially there are still 24 hours in a day, right? But it's nice to be able to do something at, say, right now it's almost 8 o'clock in the evening and the sun is still up, not so up, but it's still up, it's still very light, so I'm still able to do stuff outside. For the next one, I don't have a video to show for it right now, but one of these days I'll be going to the grocery stores. And when I say grocery store, it's like it's common to say grocery store. In the Philippines, that would like be SM or All Day, stores like that. But here, like they have grocery even in pharmacies. Oh yeah, in the Philippines, yeah, Mercury Drugs. Some stores do have grocery stores, but here it's like at the next level grocery store for even pharmacies. Yeah. And they have so many establishments that are grocery stores, but not just limited to like food items or what you would normally see in grocery stores. Like even in, say, is it Walgreens? Yeah, you would see, say, cosmetic products, or you would see art products, or even sometimes leggings. You'd have their medicine, uh, some other stuff that you wouldn't normally see in grocery stores back in the Philippines. They even do passport photos in Walgreens, if I remember correctly. So I got distracted for a bit, and why? Because I heard a duck over there quacking in the middle of the lake. So that would be my next one. Here, ducks are wild and free. Nobody owns them. At least so far from what I know. Because I've been to a lake marsh, or it's a lake different from a marsh, but the name of the place is like Lake Marsh. So yeah, let's call it that. I've been there yesterday. I have a vlog about it, so you can check it out if you want to. And the ducks are free and wild, and they interact with people, especially if you bring them food. But I saw in a sign later after I fed them that, we're not allowed to feed them because the natural habitat actually provides for them, and that's the best thing for them. They get the food in the natural habitat, and if we feed them, it might just cause overpopulation and disease, because the food may not sit well with them, with their stomach and all that. So I learned my lesson yesterday. I'm not gonna feed any more ducks here if I can help it. So that's my next impression, that ducks here are wild and free. Back in the Philippines, no, we have lots of ducks, we eat the ducks. And I guess the same is true for other countries in Asia as well. Like I know for in Hong Kong, Singapore, like ducks are food. Let's go to the next one. Here I noticed that there are restrictions or limitations when it comes to traveling from one place to another, especially if they're far places or you're going into like communities, neighborhoods, like residential areas. Back in the Philippines, you'd have options like buses, jeepneys, tricycles, shuttles, and all that. Here, yeah, they do have buses, but the buses like travel in limited route. So it's highly possible that if you're commuting, you won't be able to go home via commuter vehicles. Here in the Philippines, you'll be able to go home. Like the tricycle would bring you to your doorstep. Not here. Like the buses would have limited stops. So I guess you'd have to have a car if you're traveling like far places. Yeah. And there are no jeepneys here, of course, right? So it would be hard not to have a car here. So for the next one, it's for the customer service. What I've noticed so far is that people in the service industry, in particular in restaurants or fast foods, they take pride in what they do. They're really passionate, because Well, I've noticed that if you ask for something that's like, say, not in the menu, or you ask for additional this and that, they're very accommodating. One time we ate out and we ordered a serving of three kinds of pork. Not three kinds of pork, but three types of pork food. How do I explain that? Sorry, English is not my primary language. But anyway, three types. And then I guess there's ribs, pulled pork, and sausages. Yeah, but one wasn't available, the ribs part. And we asked if they can give us something from the beef section. And beef is more expensive than pork. Guess what? They accommodated the request just like that. And also, yeah, let's since we're on the food section, let's jump a little bit on the drinks section. It's very common here. I haven't like experienced something different so far in places where I've eaten. The drinks are refillable, and you can take. I think I said that already. On the everything is big in Texas. You can take away your drinks, and they fill it to the top if you request for that. I thought I'd say a lot more when it comes to impressions of Texas, but I'm thinking right now and nothing comes to mind. So I guess I'll do a part two of this when I have some more to share. So I just wanted to take this opportunity to do a vlog in this beautiful park because it's a lovely, lovely. I was about to say afternoon, but it's really evening already, and it's 8 o'clock. Sun is still shining so brightly, although there are like signs of sunset already, like kind of orangey feel. I don't know how it would look on the vlog, so I'll see in a bit. Thank you for watching.